Okay, now let's go over to this big hip. So what I did there, this was the hip, the top part, or it still is actually. And so I took just on this tendon that holds, so I made a hole through there with the knife, and then we took the hook and we hang it there. Just don't, when you do that little slice, don't go too far up or it'll pull it right out. So we're going to strip that hip just as it is.
That's just one tough tendon it's hanging on then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So first of all, I'm just going to go like this on here. If you look on here, I'm just going to make a little cut there. And that's why you don't want to go, if you take that video up there, that's why you don't want to go too far this way. So just make a nice little hole. It could have been smaller, but this hook was fairly big. So.
Sure.
And now I'm going to go, just move that way.
Alright.
So look right over here, just picture from this way on. So I'm just going to loosen it off here at the top, right across the top. You'll see where the bone runs there.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to come in and down this side of the bone. Just don't stand too close to me. I'm going to follow that bone around and under the knuckle. And then follow it right down to there, to the other bone, to the hip bone. And again, just run your knife close to the bone, close as you can. And what I'm doing, I'm just following this bone. There's a little knob on there, so you'll feel it when you bring your knife down. Just wiggle your knife around it. Don't go too deep, because this bone is only about that wide. Or otherwise, again, you'll cut right into the meat, to the good meat. Now, on the back side, we'll do the same thing. So I'm just going to make a slice across the top here, like that, and follow this bone down the end again. Follow that bone. Again, don't go really too deep on there or you'll cut right into your good meat. And then follow, see, I'm going behind the bone now, behind the leg bone. And then I'll come up top. And just start loosening this off here. Just come around this way, Joe. See what I'm doing here? I'm pulling on it and then cut at the same time. Pull quite hard on it actually. And around that joint. Once again, follow it around. So I'm just kind of making my knife follow that bone. Now we'll come around this way. Normally this would swivel and we wouldn't have to do this dance. So I'm just coming over that little ridge and down. And again down here. And back around again to loosen it off in the back. Now we should start getting performance. So just follow that bone around. Just going to go out a little ways. Go around it. Then it's going to come back up this way. Something like that. And just loosen it off all around. Just take your time on this one. And you're coming over here. It's actually going to, you won't believe what it's going to be hanging on, but it does.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So now that is stripped right down.
Right.
And if you look up under in here, see that's what it's hanging on.
Okay.
That little tendon. So what you do here is just kind of come under here, get your arm around it, and all you do is cut that and it's down.
Yeah, and you set your knife inside that socket?
Well, be careful if you do.
Yeah. That's the trick.
You got to know, if you're not holding your knife, it'll push your knife right through your hand. So
yeah.
So just always be careful when you're doing certain things. 2 guys on that is a lot better, especially if it's your first time doing it. Of beef.
Right.
So this is the tail part of it, more or less. Take that off first. And we'll just clean this up a little bit we'll clean this fat off a little bit, and then we'll turn the video back on. So we can.
Yep.
So anyways, so this is the whole hip. And if you want to make like the old-fashioned rump roast,
Yeah.
you just take from this bone about the same angle as that bone, and you go about 2 fingers past or so, and you cut it right through. But we're
Okay.
not going to do that.
Okay. Very fast.
So we'll clean off the meat around here. And what I'm doing, I'm just taking the meat off the inside of this bone, outside of this bone.
Mhm.
Then in this little hole here, I just take my knife and just run around. It's a round hole.
Yeah.
Just run around about 1/2 inch in or so, not too deep.
Okay.
Take this off too. Hold the other end of it. And then we're going to pull this bone right out. And then just follow right around the bone. And we'll come back to here. And that's where I wiggled my knife through from the other side, if you remember, where I set a 1/2 inch in.
Yeah.
Like that. So all you're doing is just pulling this bone out. Again, just put pressure on it, push it away from the meat, and then kind of tells you where to cut. And always try and keep, fairly close to the bone, so you're not wasting too much meat.
Mhm. Which looks like you did in there.
Yeah, that's not bad, eh?
Yeah.
So now, you could still make this into rump roast if you wanted, so you could just cut that down. This end would become the rump roast, but we're not going to do rump roast, like we said. So we're going to split it right in half, into a top and bottom round.
You don't want a rump roast too?
You'll have them, except that they'll be hip roasts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You haven't got any strings, so it's probably...
Okay.
How did you get strings, you guys?
I forgot to tell you.
So again, see, it's just following the seam. This is the heel of it there, so that you cut right through that.
Okay.
But this will come apart, and you'll get a 1/2 and a 1/2. Oh, a little bruised. Little bruised up.
Fighter. Here's some tape, Joanne.
So there's the top round off.
Okay.
Now we'll pull this heel part off. Now go to the stew man. You want lots of hamburger, you said, Joel?
Yeah. Fair amount.
We'll make this piece into hamburger too.
Okay.
And pull this rest of this heel off, or you can take the eye around out right now too if you wanted. This is the eye around on this side.
Okay.
So if you look at, so this is the rump end side, this would be the inside where that bone was. And once you actually come on here, you'll see where it is in it. And there's the eye around.
Mhm.
This end part here, it's just good for a little bit of stew and hamburger. There's one good piece in there for stew if you like stew meat.
Oh yeah.
We need some.
And we'll pull the fat off. this part a little bit. This is that rump roast part I was saying before.
Okay.
So this is on the bottom round. If you've heard of inside round and outside round. So this is the outside round. This is the inside round. And then, I'm not sure what names they use now, but this is used to be the top round and bottom round.
Still the same brand.
Is it still the same?
Not that small.
And some of these pieces, if you wanted to make more roast, you could actually tie them back on to this piece of meat like that for a roast.
Okay.
Tie it back in.
Oh,
But you need stew and hamburger, and you don't get much off a hind quarter, so you just make them to whatever you eat.
right.
We're just cleaning this up again. Take this strip of silver skin off.
Yeah. I know what these are. These are close,
Sirloin tip, Joanne.
but we don't have to use them on yet.
And we'll take a little the heavier fat off.
Joanne,
Yes, yes,
sirloin tip.
yes.
It's got good fat cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good fat cover on it. So now what do you want? You still got lots of hamburger, or how much of hamburger you got?
We got this here so far, Brian.
Just that little bit?
Yeah.
And you want more, right, Joe?
Sure, please.
So we'll just trim this up a little more than what we normally would
Yeah.
to get hamburger. So we'll cut this tail off back a little bit. That can be some stew and hamburger.
Yeah.
Trim the rest of this silver skin piece off. Nice getting done.
Yeah. And get it easy.
There again, we'll just clean that off with some stew and hamburger.
Yeah.
And you want a little larger roast off this one?
Like 3?
Yeah,
Sure.
or 4.
I'll try 3.
3 off
The
this?
other ones were smaller anyways.
Yeah.
Try something different.
That's your sandwich roast.
Okay.
Where do you want them, Joanne? Right there? Steal this part. Now here's your eye round. So if you ever want one for the rotisserie, this is the one.
Okay. Very good.
Do as I.
Then your top round, you want, what do you think, Larry?
We've got a couple of roasts over there.
Some roast. Do you want any steaks off of it?
Yeah, let's get some more steaks. He hasn't got that many.
Sounds good.
You want more steaks?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we'll take the good part for steaks. So I'm going to cut it about 1/3 off of here. And we'll trim that up, the ends, again. Give us some hamburger meat. And this will be roast.
2 big guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have to get Brian to tell you which roasts they are, Joanne.
that's why I wanted that little paper to show me what kind they were.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
So you like more steaks than roast, you figure?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we like the barbecue steaks and
Okay.
potatoes, and that's our thing.
So these round steaks, you take them out when the bad company comes over.
Okay,
So for when your father-in-law comes, Larry,
Oh yeah.
take them out for him.
Give his teeth a workout.
Yeah.
really quickly.
Does he still have teeth?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And that's what you're... So this is the sirloin tip now that we pulled out, the first thing.
Mhm.
So on here, there's going to be a big vein in here. Right there. So I got to pull that vein out. And we're going to make roast. You could pull this whole top off if you wanted. Stew for Larry. So I'll just pull this vein out. I'm just kind of using my knife as a, I don't know, what do you call it? Kind of like a wedge, I guess, right there.
Mhm.
To pull it out. Good stew. We'll just clean some of this fat off of here. And off the outside, which I should have done first actually. You can even take this fat off right on the, as it's hanging if you wanted. So just pull it and you can see it'll kind of like show you where to go.
Yeah.
So because Joel wants hamburger here, we're going to just take that off and that can go for a little bit of stew, a little bit of hamburger. I'll clean this. How big a roast do you want? How many roasts do you want?
Oh, the roasts.
I'd say about 5 pounds, Brian.
5 pounders?
4 to 5.
Yeah, leftovers, I guess.
You like leftovers?
Yeah, a little bit.
So 4 to 5 pounds, that's this and 2 roasts, are you sure?
You want 3-pound ones?
3 pounds then?
My brother-in-law's family's 5, family of 5.
Okay.
We're a family of 4.
Oh yeah. So I would say we'll probably make maybe 3 roasts out of this.
Okay.
Possibly. And you don't have any string, eh? You forgot the twine?
Yeah.
There's your water, guys.
Okay. Thanks.
So we're going to go stringless roast, I guess. So normally what you do, you tie a string on here, and a string on there, and a string on that. That will give you probably 3 to 4 pound roast. And if you want smaller roast, you just take and you split it end to end, like that. And then you just make 2 roasts off this side and 2 roasts off that side.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
Last week.
The last way, the second one.
The second way?
Yeah, sure.
So we're just going to split this right up the middle, like that, and that'll give you 2 very good sized roasts. So normally we put like 2 strings on there or whatever you'd like,
Yeah.
and just cut them in half. So that'll give you like a sirloin tip roast.
Very good.
Then on the same thing on this side. You can time up before you cook them, Joe.
Okay.
We're cooking like that.
We're cooking like that too, exactly. Okay, so that's the sirloin tip done. Now we will